is
You know, in the
more.
fusion community, we keep this on the down low. We don't expose our secrets, you know?
Yeah. Okay, guys, today we are going to be exposing the secrets of the fusion community. If you are not great at sniping, I'd say this is probably the strongest possible loadout you could be running in trials right now. And that is the crafted iterative loop on Antaeus Ward Titan. Now, I am no fusion connoisseur myself, so I asked my friend who does use fusions to give me the secret sauce on how to craft this. And while he wasn't happy to share the fusion community's deepest secrets, he did give me this role here. So we have a charge time masterwork with arrowhead break, projection fuse, enhanced under pressure, and enhanced kickstart. Also, you do want to be using a counterbalance mod. So this role gives you insane recoil direction and control with arrowhead break and under pressure. Now this is also the only rapid fire frame that gets kickstart, so between kickstart and the charge time masterwork, I believe it puts the charge time at about 368 when you are sliding, which is absolutely nuts. You can get double kills like no other fusion because of this. Now when you combine this with Antaeus Ward, the results are actually comical. Pair it with a solid mid to long range primary like No Time to Explain or a 120 hand cannon is what I've mostly been running. You get a crazy loadout. Now normally this fusion would have two sort of drawbacks to it, right? First, you would have to get into closer range than other fusions since it is a rapid fire frame. This would put you at risk of things like shotguns or maybe some melee abilities, things like that. The other drawback would normally be that you have to play like extremely aggressively or honestly kind of dumb to get proper use out of kickstart, since you do have to slide to proc it. So you have to be kind of just sliding at people, which normally, yeah, that would be a drawback. However, Antaeus Ward Titan basically removes both of these drawbacks. Close range, no worries, you just deflect the shotgun and zap them anyway. Multiple enemies, that's fine, throw your shield up. Oh, by the way, you have knockout too now, like whoops. Also, you have to slide at people to use kickstart. Well, how convenient. You have to slide at people anyway to get your Antaeus to work. Like, what are the chances? It's just so convenient, right? Like there's really no drawbacks to this. You just slide at people, you reflect anything, and you fusion them. It's really not a problem. This also counters other fusions easily. Normally you would get outranged, but you can just slide at them and you just deflect them. Like, people don't realize that when they try to fusion you, you actually have two fusions because you have your fusion and then you have their fusion. You just deflect it back at them. It's actually not really fair. Also, once you get into close range, if they don't want to shoot you, your charge time is much faster than like the longer range fusion. So you can just fusion them before they even get their shot off. It's actually a pretty good counter to other fusions. It's almost like the anti-fusion fusion build, really. I was running into a lot of other fusions or a lot of people swapping to fusions mid-match, and honestly, this loadout was just like eating them alive. Like, they didn't stand a chance. So definitely use this if you're struggling against other fusions. It is pretty crazy once you get it down. Another thing I want to point out is because of the charge time, you can actually play this fusion pretty defensively too. We already said that you do need to be sliding to get kickstart, but you don't always need kickstart. Obviously, it's best when you can take advantage of kickstart, but you can actually sit behind your shield, heal up, play a corner. You can play pretty defensively and just wait for people to push you. And since the charge time is so fast, you don't really have to even like pre-fire it. You don't even have to like charge it waiting for people to come. You can kind of just react and pull the trigger because it charges so fast. It's almost like a slug shotgun sometimes. So you can play it defensively as well. But you combine all of this with Titan just being the absolute best class in the game right now, hands down, and you have a pretty nasty combo. The ability to get knockout to finish off kills if you miss your bolts, or to wall up if you're going a little too hard with Antaeus and kickstart and you get a little bit overextended, having that barricade is just very strong to kind of reset and heal up. Overall, I'd say this is probably the most fun I've had playing the game in a while. It's kind of refreshing to just, like, I'm gonna be honest, turn your brain off and run at people and have a good time, which I think is important sometimes. So I hate to say this, but definitely try this loadout out. I will say you should try the crafted version because I really do think it is necessary to really get the full experience. But with that, I'm going to wrap this video up. Definitely hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.